Okay, so what I want to talk about today is meeting people where they are, right? So, I had a download this morning. It was speaking about, um, basically, Spirit was reminding me of when I was a Christian, right? You could not speak to me about anything outside of that, right? Because I remember individuals trying to tell me, hey, do you like believe in the spiritual world? And I'm like, yeah, of course I'm spiritual, right? Thinking I was spiritual all the time, I was religious. So and they were like, do you believe in like spirits dwelling and stuff like that? And me not understanding, I'm like, well, no, isn't those spirits, like demons, not truly understanding, because when we're into a religious standpoint, our mindset is very limited. I don't think we understand how limited it is, but it's very limited. So when individuals would try, excuse that noise, that's my little one playing in the front with her dad. Um, when individuals come to us and try to, when, let me say it this way, when our spiritual team, ancestors, our angels, our guides, right, divine source energy, when they send certain people in our path and to drop these little nuggets, and they see that we don't catch on, they notice that we're not ready yet, right? Doesn't mean you'll never get it, just mean that wasn't that time, right? Because I remember people coming to me saying certain things, and I'm like, oh no, no, I believe in Jesus, and this is what I do, and I go to church, and this is the way I'm supposed to live my life, not even being open enough to try to understand where they are coming from, right? And I think that's where a lot of religious people are, not understanding that the difference between spirituality and religion, right? So I think religion gives you a very limited mindset, and it almost limits you on your abilities, right? And I feel like spirituality, it's more freedom. You understand that you are a free spirit. You have a choice here. You do have free will here, and you are the director of your life, right? You are generator, operator, and destroyer, right? It's up to you and the things you do and you set out for your day, and how you move throughout your day is you're gonna see what you're gonna manifest from that, right? So we know it starts from a thought and trickle downs into our actions. So my basic thing here is just to meet people where they are. Maybe some of you were Christian, Catholic. Some of you maybe didn't go to church or didn't have a religious standpoint, and may find it hard to meet people where they are, right? I'm not saying you meet them where they at and believe in what they believe in, but meet them where they are and use those examples that have been placed or that they've placed for themselves to then help them see a better way of life for themselves, if that makes sense. So yeah, I just wanted to come on and share that quick download, because I find it very frustrating that sometimes it's like beating a dead horse when we're trying to get people to understand the spiritual side of things. Some people are just not there yet, and we have to understand that. And we don't have to, because you don't have to understand that either. You can simply just remove yourselves from those people's lives, if you feel like you don't have that type of patience, or just don't want to deal with them, period. I want you to understand that you don't have to do that either. But on the other side, I don't want us to be beating a dead horse, saying the same things over, trying to make people see where we're coming from, but not understanding where they're coming from, because we have to understand that a lot of people, you see, I come from a low income community, poverty, right? And I recently moved my family, my husband and I up and moved our family to a new state. We're now in Texas, right near Houston. And it's just the fact that I know that when I was a single parent, because I had two kids prior to my husband, that going through so much, I needed to believe in something outside of myself at that time. That's what I felt at that time. I didn't know there was another way, right? So only I was conditioned, and I believe what was instilled in me, right? So I say that just to say this. We don't know no one's backstory. We don't know why they do the things they do sometimes. We don't understand, but we have to, if we want to be within that field of healers and guiders, right? And whisperers, we want to be able to relate. We want to be able to meet them where they are, so we can build them up and for them to understand who they truly are, the spirit that dwells within them. So we just have to remember to be a little more patient, a little more considerate, a little more kind and tender, because most of them that are not spiritually woke, they don't even understand, and they're literally living in their own hell and creating their own hells daily. So I just feel it's right, if we have loved ones around us, or that be for family, friends, acquaintance, anybody you feel that you love having them be a part of your life, we have to meet them where they are, right? So yeah, I'm sure I have way more to say, but the babies are cutting up. So all right, I love y'all. Peace, family. Talk to y'all later.